I dropped out of college in my 20s, so when I was 40, I decided to go back to school, and which is how I ended up in CWE. When I came downtown, I met Jason, who gave me a sort of a tour of the school and told me that it would take about at least 2 years to get my undergraduate degree. So I thought long and hard about it, and I decided to enter, and the 2 years went like that. So I felt that the experience that I had here was great, and I was able to do it in a fairly short amount of time. My experience at CWE, I really, really enjoyed it. I mean, it was a struggle. I was taking 4 classes a semester and working. So although I wasn't getting a lot of sleep, I just felt really a passion for learning. And the professors that were here, they were really diverse. We had a diverse array of subjects. So my major was interdisciplinary, so I was taking everything from sociology to writing to art history and art classes. So I had a wide range of classes that I took, and each teacher I felt was so passionate. And when you go to most classes, sometimes you space out, but in every class, I was so into what the professor was teaching. I just, felt like such a joy of just going to class, and I felt all of the classmates that I had, there was such a camaraderie, a solidarity, where everyone was supporting one another. We were older students, so we kind of had been through the ringer of what it is to have a job and the struggle of just having a job. So when we would come to school at night after work, we would really support each other, so there wasn't a feeling like, oh, this is miserable. I really felt that the support system was helpful in acquiring your degree because everyone was in the same situation. I think sometimes when you're looking at going back to school, you're reluctant and you feel self-conscious that time has passed you by and you're older and you're middle age and you feel like you don't necessarily belong in the classroom. What CWE does is it makes you feel like you belong in the classroom, that you're just as significant as a 19-year-old, and that the experience is a fruitful one because you're getting to learn an education from top-rate professors who are going all out for you. And that kind of education that you get at CWE, I find is truly innovative because you're learning from a perspective of a teacher that can cut through all the BS and really get to the core of what the curriculum is. And I find that in a classroom of older students, you can have real conversation. And that kind of classroom discussion, there's just no substitute for it. You can't find it in other classrooms. And there's something dynamic about having older students discussing a subject, whether it's about civics, or it's about philosophy, or it's about early childhood development. Having older students share classroom discussions with a professor, I think elevates your game, and the education level is at a higher level. So although students may have been out of school for decades, once you're in that classroom, you're getting a kind of education that you probably won't get in other universities. And there's no substitute for that kind of education. And CWE really provides that with professors that are super supportive.